Hi, so we're going to be working with our breath today. You can be seated in your chair, just get comfortable. So, the breath, as many of you know, because we talk about it a lot, is a really interesting way to regulate your body's nervous system, right? So, a lot of times you'll find when you're stressed, or if it's just habit, you might be a breath holder. I know I find myself holding my breath a lot, or you might be breathing really shallowly, again, out of habit or because you're stressed out. So we can work with the breath and notice and get our mind to get in the habit of checking in with our breath and noticing how we feel when we're breathing a certain way. All right, so let's just start comfortably. As I mentioned, can sit back and look around your space a little bit. And then as you're ready, you could begin to noticing your breath just as it comes in and as it goes out. Just simply feeling it. You don't have to change it at all. Good. Now, where do you feel your breath the most? Notice that. And there's no right or wrong answer to this, okay? So place your hand, if you want to, on the area where you feel your breath the most. Could, cross your arms if it's lower. You can do it however you want to. Good. Now notice if there's a second place where you can feel your breath. This is called finding your breath. So where else do you feel your breath? And you could also place a hand in this spot. And just gently, of course, start to imagine that you could feel the breath moving between your two hands or beneath your two hands in your body. And feeling the flow of your breath between your two hands. Okay, and then you can let your arms relax and just notice how you feel right now. Another thing you can do is add arm movements with your breath, which can help you expand your breath a little bit and connect with it. So you can do any arm movements you want. I'll show one. Okay, so as I inhale, I'm going to open my arms a little or a lot, whatever amount you want. And as I exhale, I'm going to bring my arms in and wrap around my body. And repeat. Good, and you can do that for as long as you'd like, or you can rest your arms now. And maybe just take a sigh. So a sigh seems to be like a reset button for our respiratory system in a way. So you'll find you might sigh spontaneously. You could notice throughout your day when you tend to sigh, or if you're a sigher at all. And you can also sigh on purpose. So let's try it again. And notice how it feels in your body, in your mind when you sigh. I like to use a sigh sometimes to clear out if my mind is really busy. I'll use a sigh. All right, the next thing we're going to talk about is something one of my teachers, Dave Berger, calls posturetude. So posture and attitude kind of mixed together, right? Posturetude. So if you think about, or let's just try it. If you're in an upright position, spread across your collarbones, you can try to do that now, or even just imagine it if your body won't go into that position. The top of your head lifting toward the ceiling. And take a couple of breaths there, noticing what your breath feels like. And then ask yourself, really feel into this position, this posture, and just what is the story that goes along with this posture in your body? And what I mean by that is when I'm sitting upright like this, I think the story that goes along with it for me is a story of feeling ready, like calm and alert, and also confident. When you're in this position, what is that feeling for you? It doesn't need to be the same as mine. So you can remember with every cell of your body what a certain posture feels like. And then also, how is it to breathe when you're in this position? Is it easy, hard? Is your breath long, deep, shallow? That kind of thing. Okay, now let's try a posture that's more like this. I'll show it from this side. Okay, and just take that position and try to breathe. Notice how you feel breathing. And then what is the story that goes along with this posture in your body? Mine, it's like, this reminds me of sitting in front of the computer after many hours of working or something and just feeling tired and exhausted. A little defeated by technology. Again, yours could be something totally different. That doesn't have to be positive or negative in either of these, okay? And then I notice my breath. If you notice how you're breathing here, for me, it makes my breath shallow here. So come back to whatever position feels better to you. Take a couple of breaths as you're ready. And now let's just breathe. And every time you exhale, count. Okay, and we're just going to go up to 5. And the idea here is you could use this technique anytime in your day. No one even has to know you're doing it, just as a way to come into the present moment. And you're going to count to, for you, I'm going to do 5 because it's just a medium number, but you would count to a number where you still find yourself paying attention. So if you find yourself getting distracted really quickly, even before 5, that number might be 3 for you. If you can really keep your focus and you have a little bit more time, you might count to 10 or 20. And then you just start over once you get to that number. Okay, let's just try it once, just to 5. Okay, you count with your own timing, and I'll count with my own timing in my mind. Okay. All right. That's it for today. So I hope this was helpful in showing you different ways you could use your breathing to affect your nervous system, and also just to notice what your nervous system state is, your autonomic nervous system state.